Alright, I got another trade here. This is this morning. I just woke up. You see I went short. I'm zooming in. I went short right here about there at the red dot. It's falling down. I took two contracts, $380. Look up towards the top left. I made a few trades again last night. I'll have to break those out for you, but let me close this one here. I got two contracts. I notice this is a little bit slower than what I'm used to here. 58, let's just see what happens. I got that. Nope, 280. Boom, boom, they snapped that around on me. I'm just waking up. Woke up a couple times last night. Couldn't sleep, made a couple trades, so I'll show you that in a second. See if this is rolling over. No. The regular stock market's getting ready to open in 10 minutes. Remember, the futures market trades all through the evening time, so you traded it whenever. That blue line down there where it says 2LMK, this line right here, that's where I put my order in. I said, hey, I'll get out if you give it to me at this particular price. And it wasn't available at that price. That's why I didn't fill my order. I got an order at that line just sitting there. I do that occasionally. I'll put an order in at a certain spot. So I'll show you what I did last night. I'm going to change the time frame to 10 minutes. In my course I tell you about different time frames. So let me see if I can zoom in here. I made a few trades, those dots. Well, anyway, I made a little mistake. All right, we'll go right here. I bought right here at this blue dot, right on that line there, I bought, and I had an order. I was going to sleep, so I said, hey, I'm going to put a stop order in the market. If it gets to this price, get me out. Well, it did. It got to right there at the red and closed out that contract. Okay, so I had a little losing trade there. Well, then I had put in an order earlier right at the blue, and it went a little further and it filled me at that blue mark right there. Okay, I then forgot to put in another order corresponding to that, but then I put in, so the market moved down, so I was actually losing down to here. Okay, all the way down to here. But I did have another order down at this spot here, and it filled me two more right there. So I then had 5 contracts. Okay, so this one was a losing trade, over $1,000. Then I added, because my process, where these high probabilities are, so I'm asleep, and boom, it hit right there. My order was to fill at 435, which you see they filled. They went just a couple pennies below that, so it was just happened to be an awesome order. And now as it came back up, I happened to wake back up again, and I closed all 5 right here. So I locked in another $900, I think, dollars there. Okay, and that happened. Then I'm asleep. And then I woke up just a few, 20 minutes ago and took a new short, 2 contracts right here. So this is about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I guess. And you see up at the top up there, I'm short 2, receiving 290 at the moment. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove my order right now. Replace. I'm going to cancel that order. Okay, that's done. So I'll have to manually take this trade and do what I want to do with it. All right. So 230 right there is what we got. All right. And I'm just looking at seeing what's going on over here. I think I took a trade on this one last night again. Maybe I bought right here it did move against me also. I think I was sleeping. I get up here, got out right there. So had another little winning trade there. And I do have an order. If it got way down to here, I want to fill. And if it gets up to here, I want to sell. Okay. So sometimes I'll put an order in at key spots that I would know of, just so it can happen automatically for me. Like it did on this one right here. It filled while I was asleep at that key spot for me. So that helped me pull in that extra $900. Alright, so let's go look at the positions. We've got that one trade currently going on, receiving 190 on it. Remember that total cost line where it says 12,000? Well, I have a margin account. I get a 4-to-1 buying power, so it's actually costing me $3,000 to play with this trade I've got going on. I always like to bring that to people's attention. And the reason I even moved over to these futures, because of people, they accidentally hear about the 25,000 PDT, pattern day trader rule, and they think, oh, I got to have 25 or I can't do it. Well, no, you just trade in a different market's what you do. Okay? And you can do stocks without it, but there's some limitations. All right, so anyway, see that, but let's go look at the balances. I don't remember what the last video was. I think I incrementally went up, and I maybe stopped at 42 or something, and I got 47, and then I made it up to 57, received 57, 55 last night, and this trade right now is currently at 140. That's kind of cool. At the 200, I should have got out at my 2 something. I would have been right at 6, right? That's okay. $5,700 overnight trading for real trading time was a few hours where I was looking at it. Okay, so the market opens in 3 minutes. Go back and look, see what we're doing. That's what it's looking like. Back to 250. Right around that 9:30, that's when the market usually gets pretty active because the stock market opens up and things can take off one way or the other. Normally, when years ago, I was trading, I would trade at the beginning of the market. I can now, like I'm prepared to do that now, but normally I'm not up to do that. Just changing over to look at all of them. A lot of stocks are going to be hammered today. See all that red? So lots of people aren't going to be too happy when they wake up. One more minute, we'll see what happens. Okay, 480. Market just opened up. I'm at 480 there. Okay. 810. Look at that. Thing just shot up. Let's go over to positions. Come on, this thing's slow today. 760. That's awesome, huh? I think I'll take that. Let's close it right now. Close enough for me. I got out. Let's see what I got out at. Let's go back and look at it. Okay, I got out at 416. That's pretty awesome. Okay, it delayed in showing that fill mark, but we see the blue dot printed down there. got out at 416. That's what I like to see, that the price moves right away from me quickly. That was a good start. If it can keep it. Awesome. This gold ought to be going the opposite way. Yep. Okay, I do have an order to sell up there if it pops up there. Let's go back, look at the balances. See if I got that 6,000. 6,500, and it's 931. That's sweet. Thank you, Lord. Let's go back and look. I'm just showing you how I go back and forth between my screens a little bit. Look at that move, huh? Sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Need to go hit the shower and get the day going. It's all within one last night and this morning, from starting right there the Sunday evening to Monday morning. All those little trades, you see all those little marks on there. So those are many more trades than I usually do. I just want to show you consistency. All right, everything's moving really slow. My phone, my notifications are coming in slow. I don't know if that means brokerage account is really busy or just my internet connection's off. Okay, so this one I went short and then added a little bit more right about here, and then added more right about here. Okay, so you see I'm receiving 255 on that one. This one I'm receiving 260. I went long. Let me show you where I went long at. I'm turning the dots back on. I turned them off because I had so many. That's where I went long, right down there at the blue dot, and it's running up, so I'm receiving 230, 260 on that one. Okay, I'll just go to the positions. You can see both of them at the same time. 345. Another 340, 395. 435. This is probably about, let's go back and look. Each bar, each price bar is 5 minutes, so 5, 10, 15 minutes this trade's going on. Let's go look at the other one. You can see where I went short right there, and then I went short again right there. At different times, I know when to take different size positions. I show you that. All right, so there you go. Let's go look, see what I've got. Positions. 535, 485. Normally, I'm not bouncing around like this. When I'm doing my own trading, I would just look at this, glance at it for a few seconds, and then keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm having to move around between the screens so I can try to communicate to you what's happening a little bit. Okay, 30, 40 minutes, another, at the moment, $400, $395. Getting used to those $800, $900 hits. So look at balances. 64 and 365 on this open trade. All right, so if I get 500, if that thing goes up to 500, I'll be about 7,000 for last night and this morning. All right, the pausing, starting the pause time. Trading first off the get-go in the morning, a lot of people do it because if you hit it right, you can be really happy quick. But to me, it's a little too risky. I used to do it when I didn't, years ago, but now I don't do that too often because it's a little too volatile. I think there's a safer way, much more comfortable way of doing it. Look at that, just evaporating. The money's evaporating. Moves quick. A lot of people like futures because you can make your money really quick and be done. And that is true. The whole key about trading is what? What would you say the key points about trading are? I say it's learn how to do it first. Everyone comes to make money, and the money's phenomenal. Look right here, $6,500. That's in the last night and this morning's trades. That's awesome. What else could I do? Have my money deployed for me not much money really, and to generate that kind of fun. So the money potential is really there. But the key is, forget that, forget the money. You want to learn how to trade correctly. Okay, and that's what I show people. I show them that home base. Here, once you know operate from this home base, how to operate correctly, then it's peaceful and comfortable. When you're peaceful and comfortable with your trading, then it's time to think about going and doing it live, not before. That's if you get that way, then what happens is you're not freaked out when the money's flowing to you and away from you, and you know how to stand your ground comfortably. You probably hear my dog biting on its little toy and squeaking in the background. All right, maybe it's getting ready to move again. Let's go look at these. Good. That's good. Let's see this one. Nope. It's just not rolling. So, what did you do today? What did you do in your life today that really was a big change? Most people, and I was one of them at one point, had to go do the job, and you do your grind, the same old thing. And we love the people. Typically, most times, you like the people you work with, but not all the time. A lot of people I talk to, they just hate having to put up with the bureaucracy of a job, all that politicking, you got to do to try to get this and get to that promotion and this and that. It's just a game. And it's a game for nothing. You just don't really get paid well. That's what the bad thing is about it. So in 30 minutes, I'm receiving $300 roughly. Now I could have clipped out at any point when it hit that $395. I could have said I'm done. So you have that option. You can clip out at different times. Okay. So you might say, hey, my goal is just to make $100 a day, and boom, as soon as it zips up there, you could get out and you're done. Okay. I play for more money than that, but you got the idea. All right, this one's going up. Decided to turn around and go up now. All the way down to $5. Something's going to happen pretty quick here. I can tell by what's going on, one way or the other. I'll be getting out of this trade, perhaps taking a loss, or it's going to turn into be a nice winner. I'm just taking the time to let you see this, how it goes on. Check my verse. Verse of the day. Everything's moving so slow. That thing right there, you see that little thing that came on? TradeStation sends you this blurb. Hey, these stocks are moving. You might want to take a look at them. It's messed up. It's a glitch in their system or something, because I go look at them and things haven't even moved. So I did call them last week. They said, yeah, for some reason it's sending out these bogus messages. Anyway, this is my scripture to work on today, think about and meditate on it today. I need this thing to break below the YM, to break below the 500, and the other one to get up to 82. Let's go look. Remember, I'm short. I'm short right here and took another short right there at that red dot. All right. And earlier, remember I had a trade. I shorted here, and then I covered down there, I believe. Yeah, that's right. I shorted up here, right where my crosshairs are. It zipped down really nice. I covered it down there at that 416. Okay, I was trying to take that 500. Good. Now, if it's going to hold it, that's awesome. Let's go back and look. 81, we're about hitting 82 on the gold. Let's go look at positions. I can see a total real quick. There we go, 675. you have your process, what I call my template down, it really allows me just to go with what's happening correctly. I can stay in my winning trades longer. I know when to get out of my bad trades quicker. It's just awesome. Those are the two sides. You're either going to be winning or losing, either happy or unhappy. And once you get that down pat, it's just smooth. It's comfortable. This is probably a long video. It'd be so nice if there was a way I could just pause it. You know, I think I mentioned that to you before. I can't pause it. I have to shut it off and then go start it back up. It'd be just great just to hit the pause for a moment so you don't have to watch all this in-between stuff. Maybe it's of interest to you. There's people who've made 50 trades probably already. Those speedy traders, they're scalpers, are called scalpers. You know, there's many different ways to trade. I like the slow, easy, peaceful way. Seems to be nice, and my risk is very small in my mind. There's always risk. Don't misunderstand me. There's always risk in trading. You got to know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. All right, let's look at these trades going on. Having problems with my phone today. It just keeps cutting off, so sorry about that. Having to start and stop these. Hopefully Tori can just put them together for you. Anyway, I bought this one down here at that blue dot, just one contract. You see it's moving up nicely. I'm receiving $4.90 on that one at the moment. Okay, that was an awesome place to buy. Let's go look at this one over here. This one I'm going short. Remember, I went short right here, one contract, and I went short right where my crosshairs are, another contract. So it's rolling over nicely right now, receiving $5.95. Look to the top left there. Okay, let's go to positions. Okay, another $1,000 there. And the amount of money I'm using, divide that 17 by 4. So let's see, that'd be 3. On the YM, I'm looking up at the bottom one, the green up there. That's taken me $3,000 to play that. The one above it, the gold, is taking about, I think, $1,250. I'm not positive, but something like that. Okay, so I'm using $4,000 and I'm receiving $1,100 at the moment. All right, now I don't think of that. I don't care if I had to put up $10,000. If I had to use $20,000, my mind is I need new money every day to pay my bills, my living expenses. So if I can generate $1,000, okay, well, what size shovel do I need to use? A little shovel or a big shovel? Makes no difference to me. At the end of the day, I've got my shovel and I've got the new money. So I don't get hung up on how much money it took me to trade. Even though with these futures, it doesn't take much, as you can see. All right, 965. My template's giving me a close to take it, so I'm good with that. It's close to $1,000. I'm going to go ahead and close these out. There you go, 955. Okay, they're sold. Close those positions out. Let's go look over at balances. $7,400. Okay, is that sweet? What did you do today that gave you the potential first? What are you doing that gives you the potential, and did you do it? So the reason I trade is because it's got that huge potential, and hopefully I'm showing you that I do it. So today, $7,400. That's Sunday night and Monday morning. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Friday was 3,000 plus, and then Thursday was 7,000 plus. Okay? All right, thank you.